Studying, the process of internalizing a body of knowledge. This process can be such a pain in the butt, and because humans are able to absorb knowledge much quicker when the content actively engages them, we are trying to make education fun. Bodies of knowledge are being visualized, animated, gamified, all to help our children learn. It's called edutainment. The only problem is, no matter how fun learning has become compared to back in the days, it still loses the battle for our attention against real entertainment. At the end of a long school day, guess what wins over a kid's bedroom? Fun English or Counter-Strike? If we are serious about edutainment, then that's what we are competing against. Not the school books of the 1960s, but the pinnacle of entertainment of the 2010s. Imagine we made edutainment so great that kids would choose it over any other entertainment any day of the week. Imagine all those unproductive hours being spent on learning. It could possibly cut the typical school career by a year or two. So how do we get there? The problem with edutainment lies in the way these games are created, which is by trying to shoehorn a body of knowledge into video game format. And the results are less than great games. What we need to do is start with an entertainment-first policy in mind, where we take the best games out there and wonder how can we weave useful knowledge into them. To do that, we need to use the fact that when you play, say, Dota, you do absorb a body of knowledge. Dota is an online battle arena game with over 10 million players. Frequent players will know by heart the names and appearances of over 100 unique heroes, the effects of each hero's 4 or more abilities, the effects and locations of over 100 different items, and of course, how each of those interact with each other. This is not a small body of knowledge, and millions of children internalize it day by day. Unfortunately, it is completely useless in the real world, as it can only be applied inside the game. That's what your parents mean when they tell you video games are stupid. So how can we take this and embed useful knowledge? The simplest way is just by using labeling. Replace the fictional names of each hero with the term for a human body part, and each ability of a hero with something this body part does, and the name and effect of each item with the name and effect of a certain medicine. Suddenly, millions of children would connect pancreas to digest proteins, and they would internalize the structure without even realizing. Of course, they still need to learn what a pancreas is, but with all the right labels and their connections already in mind, filling in the blanks would be much easier. This sort of subliminal edutainment wouldn't replace proper biology classes, but it would serve as a perfect study support. Getting this idea into action is fairly easy, because we don't need to design entirely new games. We just need to program patches for the best games out there, which children are playing like crazy, so that they can download and install them. These patches would then weave a body of knowledge into the games, which children would soak up just like that. There could be patches for distinct areas of biology, chemistry, physics, history, you name it, finally giving educative gaming the edge against the real competition.